Alright, so we're going to take a look at how to graph on restricted domain. This video in particular, we're going to look at how to graph a line on a restricted domain. Okay, so remember that domain is all of the x values that are covered by the graph, and the range is all of the y values that are covered by the graph. Okay, so it's basically like endpoints for where the graph ends and begins along each of the axes. So here I've got an equation of a line. Okay, f of x equals 2x minus 1. Okay, so that's my line. And I want to graph that for between x equals -4 and -3, not including, again, round bracket means not including -4, but and including 3. Okay, so that's what I need to do. Here are my steps. So when we only want to graph a portion of the graph, we start by determining the endpoints by substituting in the endpoints of the domain. And we'll also have to state whether it's an open or a closed point. So let's start with that. So, 1, we need to get our endpoints. Okay. So first let's start with when x is equal to -4. So when x is equal to -4, well, f of -4 is 2 times -4 minus 1, which is -8 minus 1, which is -9. Okay, because that had an open bracket, this is an open point. Next, when x is equal to 3, well, f of 3, that's 2 times 3 minus 1, 6 minus 1, or 5. Because that's got the closed bracket, this is a closed point. So now you've got your two endpoints. Because it's a line, technically we can just connect the 2 points. Okay, there's nothing fancy that can happen in the middle. Okay, but also do think about the behavior in the middle. So 2, it's got a gradient of 2 and a y-intercept of -1. So we can confirm those points on the graph, or those key features. So let's start with that. So I have the point -4, -9 as one of my endpoints. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go down 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the crosshairs, I put an open point. Okay, again, that means not including. Get a little bit lower. Okay, and then at the point 3, 5, I have a closed point. Again, counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want to color that in nice and well. And then because it's a line, I can really just join it with a line. Starting there. Okay. Notice it does go through the y-intercept of -1. So my line is in the right place. Okay. The question also asks us to state the domain and range, so let's do that as well. We'll use our notation here. X is an element of, well, x, again, the furthest x value this way, the graph stops at -4, not including, and goes all the way over to 3, including, and that was really given to us. And then the range, well, the lowest possible y value on this graph is -9, which is not included. And the highest possible point is 5, which is included. So those are my domain and range. That's the technique for graphing a line on a restricted domain.